Welcome back to PawsCast. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Doon the Fox, and today we're going to continue our adventure of hearing from interesting people who work in society. Specifically, today, we invited some hotel employees to talk about their experiences working during furry conventions.
Yes, we have all of these people that deal with all of our furry bullshit. It's the hotel staff.
Let's hear what these folks have to say after the keys have been turned in and the beds are stripped.
Well, I honestly didn't expect us to be talking on this podcast of all places.
What the hell are you doing here?
We see each other all the time. What are you talking about?
I'm the general manager. I just go back and forth between the hotels. I'm not there all the time.
That's true. You do have a habit of leaving right at checkout time.
I mean, they just promised me free pizza, so that's why I'm here.
You know that pizza's not meant to be free. It's called continental breakfast for a reason.
Well, they have a microwave, and, it tasted fine, and I was hungry. I need to be back on shift at 3, but,
Yeah, we'll have a conversation about that later, but I really wouldn't worry about it, to be honest. It was going to get tossed out anyway.
Pepperoni, so.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
we weren't digging that out of the dumpster.
They advertised free pizza. Did you guys not get pizza? They told me there was pizza here, and that's...
I don't eat
I traded Rebecca
pizza.
my day shift for this, so...
Yeah. Well, why don't we go around and just introduce ourselves for the listeners?
My name is Larry Berger. I work for the hotel as general management, going between each hotel and do liaisons with those that we host at our hotel spaces. And, well, this one was by far one of the most freakiest incidents that we've ever hosted. Thankfully, I wasn't on the front lines.
I'm Simon French, and I was working reception. I haven't been with the hotel very long, and it was fine, I guess.
Yeah. Are you sure you're okay?
I guess we'll get into that.
All right. Well, I guess we'll get into it. Well, hi, everybody. My name is Jason Jones, and I am the sales manager of this hotel. This hotel, of course, being... Larry, do you want to share the hotel name with people?
The hotel franchise is called Motel 69.
Yeah, Motel 69, which is a newer property that's been established under the Hilton umbrella. So I really don't fully understand why Hilton acquisitioned us, but yeah, it's been an interesting change. We were all independently owned before, and Paris herself came out to our property and basically said that she liked it enough, and I guess, I don't know, maybe she's into math or something, but now they own our property.
The endorsement was very lucrative for Motel 69.
Yeah.
We were trying to improve from being a motel to hotel status by adding convention centers to each of our small venues that we hosted.
Yeah, and I had some hand in that. Some of the sales propositions that went into building those properties out and extending them were super interesting to look at.
I'm just excited to see the convention center when it's done. The tent we put up over the parking lot was really nice. We did get a lot of complaints, though. They were cold. Some folks were fine. They were wearing, the furry costumes, but I'm excited to see what we come up with in the next few years as the event grows.
Yeah, the only thing that really bothered me was our home property, let's say, because in total there are 69 instances of Motel 69 all over the country, largely situated in the St. Louis area. I want to say that's where most of them are. So what's interesting is our home property, which is in the heart of St. Louis, only has 47 rooms. So to add a convention center, I'm not sure if all the executives and the stakeholders were aligned with that.
Well, they really love the idea of growth when it comes to our hotel franchise. And must I say, the person that I had to work with was Wolfie Ooh La La. She was a PR representative for the furry convention that was going to be hosted at our hotel.
She was in room 42, right?
Yeah, and then they had to switch her to 44 because she kept breaking the plumbing. which was really annoying. Our housekeepers are just so upset with everything right now. So I guess we're letting the cat out of the bag, no pun intended, about everything. But basically, our hotel hosted a furry convention recently. A number of our properties in St. Louis have hosted some furry conventions over the years, and I had worked for another chain before I came here, which was 10 years ago. I did another 10 years with Marriott's and saw a number of furry conventions there. So I guess that's why we're here.
I just
to
think
talk about
maybe
that.
having a little bit more information about maybe the event that was coming up. I mean, I know we had put up a sign up in the elevator that was kind of warning us about the upcoming events, but not everyone goes in the elevators. And like, I was looking at, the arrival count we had for the next day, and they're like, yeah, there's a group coming in, but they didn't tell us it was going to be a group like this. And
Yeah,
I just wasn't very
exactly.
prepared. And I feel like maybe we could communicate that a little better with our reception staff for next time.
We posted those newsletters across the boards in the front hall. I'm surprised you didn't see it yourself.
I mean, admittedly, because I do a lot of like reservation work at the front desk when I'm working on sales stuff, it's really hard to see those signs because when the sun rises in the morning, you just get glare. And you had it on the wall where the sun was shining. So it's just unfortunately, and the front desk staff, they just can't leave the desk, Now, your front office manager was supposed to have copies of those digitally on your workstations too.
I mean, all I heard from her was that we had a new pet policy, and I just thought it meant we were like, dogs up to like 180 pounds now, which like that's fine. And I know people have their animals, but it just I wasn't prepared for all of the hair.
Yeah,
Right.
and they're all hyperallergenic with hair for sure.
I don't know. I mean, even eating my food in the break room, the fur was everywhere.
Yeah, so I guess maybe we should just get into it.
It's interesting he brought that up. I came for one of my check-ins on the weekend, and, I have to say I've honestly never seen a bitch suit with somebody being led around on all fours with a collar and leash on their neck.
Yeah, we actually got a lot of complaints about that, and I don't think I've ever needed to use the excuse, I just work here any more than I have that weekend.
Honestly, it was really, I honestly thought it was a Beanie Baby convention. I thought somebody was cosplaying a Beanie Baby because normally they have the really short legs and arms. And so I was thinking, I could kind of see that. Maybe somebody else cosplays a claw machine and we're getting it as a prize or something. But yeah, this person, truly they were making some not safe for work, distressing sounds out of their mouth area. And I'm not sure what the front office manager was thinking of that.
Well, honestly, there were no reports of anybody dying over that weekend, but the police had to make a few house calls, shall we say?
Yeah, I think at least some house calls were needed. So, should we just talk about the convention itself, I guess? So the gathering that came into town was North Backwoods area, West East South Con, and this was a convention that has been running for about 5 years, as I understand it. The acronym is NBWAWESC. So what was that? NBWAWESC.
Yeah, WASC.
Yeah, that's close enough.
Yeah, convention ABCDE, that works for me.
Yeah, and some people were calling it convention LGBTQ plus I ABC, and it was just
Don't forget the F.
I'm so sorry. Yes, the F was in there too. So, but they've been running for about 5 years. They were originally hosted in Boise, and now they're hanging out at our properties in St. Louis. There were some reports, although we were never able to contact the previous property, that they had been evicted from the premises for some of the things that we saw this weekend.
It's something we plan to follow up on in the future.
Well, I certainly hope so, because their general manager was not forthcoming when I reached out for more information. But anyway.
I heard they don't even make the Hilton Inn and Suites anymore because of it.
Yeah, I think they have discontinued that particular product, but I am waiting to hear back from my liaison from Hilton to understand what they're doing with that property. So, yeah, this convention was crazy. It runs end of March, early May, typically, and...
Well, the manager of the main hotel is losing his shit right now.
Sorry, I just realized I read the calendar incorrectly.
You furries trash everything. My hotel almost didn't make enough money to host you than it did to fix all of the problems after you left.
All right, and not to be disrespectful, but I'm going to stop you right there. We talked about this. It's not your hotel. It's Paris's hotel. So we just, for publicity's sake, we just have to make sure everybody understands we don't own the hotel. It is Paris Hilton's hotel.
I just wasn't ready for Monday morning when the head housekeeper, Miss Garcia, had us bring all the sheets out into the parking lot and burn them.
Yeah, the burning of 2025 was, the housekeepers were, I think they went hysterical. I really believe they did.
You can only wash a sheet so many times.
Yeah.
Thank God the guests were gone. By that point, they probably would have encircled the flaming sheets and did some kind of idol worship out there.
Well, I think you ended up shutting down the property, right?
After they left?
Yeah. How long was it shut down for? Was it 2 days?
No, it took about a month and a half to get the thing all cleaned
I needed
up.
to take a second job at Burger King.
We wanted to do the white glove treatment when it came to cleaning this whole place.
Yeah, and the gloves became not white.
No, they would black as pitch.
Yeah, the housekeepers, I think, had gone on strike at one point, if I remember correctly, and my night audit people, they were pissed.
I haven't heard
I
from
bet.
Norbert in
They were
2
pissed
weeks.
off.
Complaints I can handle. Your team complained a lot after that convention.
Yeah. And it's interesting because the front office manager has been supportive of them, but a lot of them just I think it's because I was the old front office manager and now I'm in sales. But I just heard so many things. Like, it was just really bad.
I just think she made a really convenient time to get COVID. Like, and if you're not going to be here, maybe you can elect someone else to kind of delegate the work. But, I wish her well.
Yeah. Well, we definitely sent her, or you did, I should say, Larry, sent her on a, basically medical rest type of leave for at least a week or two after, because the housekeepers, they made their overtime.
Oh,
They
yeah.
made so much overtime.
Yeah,
And
so much overtime, I didn't want to pay them.
I got so many phone calls about other business conventions that were basically just ready to sue over contract breach because we couldn't host for a month and a half. I've been working from home, so I didn't actually realize that we were shut down for that long. But yeah, all these it's been a little bit troublesome lately. So I guess maybe this is a good opportunity for us to just kind of explain everything that happened so that these businesses know, a lot of it was not our fault.
It
There
was all
there was
part
a
of the
time
plan.
when corporate just wanted us to kind of power through it. They got us some tents and sleeping bags to put in the parking lot. But when you go into a business convention and they're expecting all the AV situation, and then they're just here's a sleeping bag, they don't take it very well.
Yeah.
I mean, there's security concerns, and cleaning the tents is hard.
Yeah, it has been kind of a nightmare, to be honest, the fallout from this particular event. Obviously, what I would want the listeners to know is that Furry convention is not welcome back to our property. We had a contract with them. We sort of understood there may have been some issues with their past, so we only signed a contract for 1 year. Thank God we did, because that was a great trial period for us. And yeah, so I guess let's just get into it. So
One thing that really blessed us that whole weekend, the alcohol sales shot through the roof.
Well, our bartenders are super thrilled. They made tip over tip over tip.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not to say that they're not welcome back to, buy our booze, but everything else, it just made it really difficult.
It was all part of the plan, really. Old Larry's got some things under the Paris Hilton genre of things. The whole renovation basically renewed the hotel after it was over.
Yeah, I'm sure you did not plan for a bunch of furries to force renovations. I just want the public to not have that perception of you. That would be devastating.
Well, that Saturday, that one femboy put those cat ears on my head. I might have mingled a little bit while I was on property.
I see. And that's okay. I think as a general manager, you're supposed to do that.
It's very good for PR.
Absolutely right. So essentially, this is the rundown of what happened. So all the convention came in Thursday or Friday evenings. I don't think we had anybody Wednesday. I think we just had them come in Thursday, and then the vast majority of them came in Friday. and everybody, or the last few people checked out like Monday. So it was really like a Thursday to Monday situation. We had a number of toilets that were clogged by towels, which was super fucking fun.
Yeah, folks, please don't flush the towels.
That was crazy. And it wasn't just the room bathrooms, it was the public bathrooms in the lobby too. So there was some flooding that may or may not have happened. We also had people who were actively engaging in coital activities in the lobby at like 3 a.m. That was just, very difficult to deal with. Quite frankly, very
Catboy
difficult.
was very attractive.
And at one point, I needed to bar up the pool room because they like doing stuff in the water.
They do like doing stuff in the water. And what do you mean the Catboy was very attractive?
I mean, the Catboy was very attractive. He was wearing a French maid's outfit, and I offered them that maybe they could, clean my office.
Yeah, I saw that flyer you passed down about the new dress code moving forwards, and I just don't know if I feel comfortable with that.
Well, overall, I think that people would find the French maid outfit to be quite the draw for our new business at Motel 69.
Maybe, but I don't know if that's really the brand Hilton was Miss Hilton was going for.
Well, furries are very snappy dressers.
All right, so we're going to need maybe the team behind PawsCast to do a little bit of editing here because we definitely don't want to insinuate or purport that our general manager was engaging in not safe for work activities in our hotel lobbies. So that did not happen.
What are you talking about?
The other thing that happened was we had people breaking into cars in the parking lot that left a lot of glass everywhere. And incidentally, I do not know. I don't know how this happened. Somehow there were paw print shaped pudding marks on the cars that were broken into. So somehow there was pudding on a paw and then those paw prints were left on the car. I don't understand how that happened.
Was it tapioca?
No, it was some kind. We don't even sell this. Somehow it was blue pudding. There were blue paw prints all over the cars.
Did you taste it?
No.
You think it was from that one Blue's Clues guy?
No. No, we did have a Blue's Clues cosplayer,
the impersonator?
didn't we? Yes. And we had this person playing Steve too. That's right. Okay. So yeah, maybe somebody was doing Blue's Clues in the parking lot, but they were also doing crimes. And that's really detrimental for not only the Blue's Clues image, but the Paris Hilton image.
I mean, I just saw a lot of people with shirts that said, be gay, do crime. And if that's going to be their motto, maybe we don't need to have them back.
Yeah, that's honestly my thought. Well, I should say, to be completely fair and transparent, that certain people by name have been banned from the convention at this point.
Yeah, I might even be banned from my own hotel franchise if that thing goes public.
What thing?
The thing we just stamped out a little while ago, but I don't want to bring that up again.
Okay. I don't remember what you're talking about.
That's good. The pills are working.
I do want to make it clear for the listeners that my GM does not give us pills. We do not take pills or medications from our GM that are unlabeled or unprovoked. So thank you very much.
No.
Do you not take your pre-shift vitamins?
Pre-sniffed?
Pre-shift vitamins.
If somebody is sniffing your medications before you take them.
Your pre-shift vitamins.
By PSVs?
Yes.
Yeah, I take those at home and I get them myself.
I mean, our hotels are located right in the ghettos of St. Louis.
Yeah, so I don't think legally we're allowed to describe them as ghettos. I think we're supposed to just call them suburbs.
Yeah, that's right.
We have a
So-
Chick-fil-A now.
Yeah, so we got a whole handbook
Oh, God.
we got a whole handbook.
Oh, God. Chick-fil-A in the middle of this neighborhood.
Well,
Nobody went there.
it brings a lot of money. That's what I'm hearing. It's really
They didn't make a cent that weekend.
well, no. They made money on Sunday. That was it.
They were closed.
Exactly.
Oh, God.
I guess we should address some questions that I've received via emails from some very angry business people. So one was, is the convention coming back to the hotel? The answer is no. They have been banned. Another question was, are we going to allow people to wear face coverings at the property. And I know that I was conferring with the assistant GM about this. I don't know if she talked to you, but essentially
Never talk to me.
Oh, all right. Well, the assumption is that we would say no because, like obviously furries were wearing fursuits and covering their faces and things like that. But we also want to be respectful of people who want to wear like masks for like COVID and flu and things like that. So I don't know where you landed if you were looking into that, Larry.
Oh, we have no problem with face coverings. As long as they pay their room blocks in advance and we cover the rest of the overhead, I have no problems with that.
Okay.
I got to work with Paris to talk a little bit more about the extent of any of our other businesses welcoming these furry freaks into our, furry friends
Yeah.
into our hotels again.
Thank you.
I did hear some talk about rolling out an $800 security deposit for each room. And, I'm happy to collect that from all the guests when they come in, but I just want to make sure that they're being notified of this policy before they all get here, just because we had some really big blowback last time.
Yeah, definitely. So I know that we're going to be doing an email blast to all of our members so that they get notified about the change.
It's almost like that toilet in room 43.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that room anymore.
That's why we had to move Wolfie Ooh La La from 42 to 44 because 43 was flooded.
Right. The toilet exploded. Just like these emails we're just trying to get out there.
Yeah, it has been, honestly, the PR has been a nightmare. It's been just a huge nightmare. So I guess we should answer some more questions. So other questions that we got were, do we anticipate being able to expand the bar? Because I would say the one safe area of the hotel, oddly enough, was anywhere liquor was flowing. So do we intend upon making the bar bigger? Do we intend upon, maybe expanding the dinner menu, things like that?
Oh, yeah. We have to have an extension to the wall shelving so we can put more spirits up there. And spirits like to flow like a golden shower in the middle of spring.
Mm-hmm. So just for the listeners, we definitely mean a regular
Spring shower.
April shower,
Brings Mayflowers.
Right. Yeah. Thank you.
Excuse me. I was choking on nuts that I was eating.
The cat boy, maybe.
Oh.
What?
So, what?
That's fine. What were you going to say?
I was going to ask you, you were at the hotel the whole weekend.
Did you work every day?
Yeah, we had you on double shifts.
We did.
You worked doubles every day?
Well, yeah, when night audit only comes in the first night and then they don't come back because they got traumatized or whatever. I mean, I haven't heard from Demetrius in 3 weeks, so I just needed to keep working until day shift got there.
Demetrius is on medical leave.
After what happened to him, I'm not surprised.
You knew this was happening and you had to still work doubles?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't feel like I could leave.
Look at him. He's pale as a ghost right now.
Yeah. Especially after hearing about Demetrius, is what I'm gathering.
I needed to bar the door at night.
And the pool.
And the pool.
Yeah.
Also.
I mean,
We went to Home Depot and bought the bars.
I'm just worried that there might still be someone in there, and I know we haven't really opened it back up since the burning, so...
I mean, with Demetrius, I think the ambulance that came to pick him up took about 48 hours to get him unfolded. I don't know how they put him in that pretzel formation, but you furries, I may have said it before, you're our furry friends, but you're still a freak.
I mean, word is from the hospital that they thought he got hit by a train because he was railed.
That is actually what I had heard as well. And I do believe Paris Hilton told us we cannot use the word railed when describing furries because it does antagonize them into rallying for reasons on the internet.
And it's a trigger word now?
I believe it's a trigger word, yeah. That is my understanding. The PR has been a nightmare, just honestly.
Right. The word they want us to go with now is the one they used for miners, like coal miners.
Folded?
They get shafted.
And I think folded was also acceptable. I remember hearing that as well. But yeah,
It's a safe term.
So they did get shafted and folded. And they were, one of them, namely our employee who did night audit, was taken to the hospital. I'm guessing he engaged in some kind of like being tied up type of activity, and he's going to be fine. But like our health insurance claims for the hotel are just out of control right now. Like, it's crazy. There were so many just wolf style furries that were like biting people, and they were claiming that they were actually bleeding from it when they weren't. There were bunnies.
That's what they sound like.
That was
especially when they were nibbling on my ear.
Right.
Excuse me.
So there were bunnies that were jumping from the top floor of the building onto the ground, and they were complaining about losing all their arch support. And the hotel is only 2 stories, right? Because we have 47 rooms. And then there were some foxes that were trying to dig their way from one floor to another, and they just got their whiskers caught in all the plumbing, so their faces went, phew, you know. You can't see that, listeners, but it's exactly what it sounds like. And so we really have some passed out foxes stuck in the electrical work now.
You know,
Very shocking.
We did manage to take advantage.
Yeah.
We took advantage of the red painted walls in some of the rooms. We now have 3 or 4 conjoined rooms because of the bull furries that were in those rooms. Charged the wall and busted through 3 rooms.
I just think we need to start selling those as like a package, like a suite and not individually, because some people aren't always happy about having neighbors.
Did you drop that in the suggestion box?
Yeah?
Okay.
Is it not there anymore?
I just pulled them this morning, and I haven't looked through all of them yet, but that is a really great idea. We could make a lot of money on that.
Oh, yeah. We with the 4 rooms and the walls being busted in between them, the renovation was to actually tie them all together into one big space.
Yeah. So, should we talk about the big incident?
If it's any worse than that toilet problem.
So, the
world needs to know.
Listeners, you probably know, we're assuming some of you are furries, but listeners, you probably know that apparently the biggest event at every furry convention is the dance competition. So, what we did not anticipate was that they would not be using our main ballroom to host that event. I'm surprised we have a ballroom, being only a 47-room hotel, but we do. We have one
the
ballroom.
convention center should be the space for the dancing.
When it's fully built, yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So instead of hosting it in the ballroom, they all went to the rooftop of the building and hosted it there. The weather was fine, thankfully.
They didn't tell me that.
And if you look at the ceiling on floor 2, or if you go onto the roof and just look at the ground, you can see all of the paw prints in the fully cured cement, because that's how hard they were stomping on our property.
Well, what was the point of getting the three circus tents for the parking lot? Did they even use that for their space?
They all parked cars in there.
Those idiots.
They thought it was more parking. They thought it was covered parking.
We don't offer valet, just so you know.
Yeah. Valet hasn't worked here in 4 years, so we don't offer him anymore.
Fucking furries.
Valet was great, but we just don't need him anymore. So I guess, but the real problem with that was they had laser lights going during the dance competition. So
that was a whole other problem.
Yeah, so you had laser lights that were raining down on I-74, blinding drivers, and there were multiple pileups.
Didn't the plane go down?
Yeah, a plane went down. It was a Spirit plane. It was yellow from the outside, and the laser was green, which
and then
made
it was red on the inside.
Yeah,
afterwards.
It was the news was calling it the traffic light of 2025. Like it was crazy. A plane came down, crashed on I-24, where it joins with I-74.
And after the ensuing explosion, it just caused everybody to go into an uprising, and they were just dancing their heads off.
Yeah.
On a roof of our building.
And
thankfully, it didn't collapse.
Quite literally, they were dancing their heads off. Like the fursuit heads were flying off and raining down into the parking lot. It looked like a goddamn claw machine.
I swear to God, I thought it was costumes they were wearing. When those heads came off, blood started spraying everywhere.
Yeah, and that's actually super interesting that you bring that up. Did you guys know that the creator of the YouTube channel Meat Canyon stayed with us last weekend.
Meat Canyon?
Yeah. So he's the guy that draws all the really, really crazy animations like Steve Harvey, Family Feud.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I remember that guy.
So I am almost positive he tweeted a picture of our convention and was like, future video coming soon or something. So I guess there's going to be a video of furry heads exploding or something, maybe. So I guess we're going to maybe get a little publicity out of it, hopefully.
Well, that guy.
That guy.
Pardon.
So one other question that we got was if we intend on expanding the property itself. So like I said, we only have 47 rooms in the hotel. Is there any way we can either create a larger building or move to a larger building? I have sent direct emails and text messages to Paris Hilton to get approval for that. And I believe I'm going to be meeting with some of the chief executives at Hilton Corporate to hopefully get that going. What I'm pushing for is to get about 200 rooms added. So we have 247 rooms, maybe 4 or 5 floors and more elevators. So obviously that's a lot of renovation. That's another issue that came up was the fucking elevators. But anyway.
People need to take the stairs anyway.
Well, that is a bit of a health hazard if they're wearing basically walking carpets. It was like a family of Chewbacca's running around, quite frankly.
Well, I didn't see any Han Solos keeping them under control.
Well,
This was a furry convention.
From
not
what
a
I hear,
Star
you were using-
Wars convention.
from what I'm hearing, you were using the hand solo technique.
I'm sorry. What is the hand solo technique?
So what it is where you raise your hand up towards the ceiling and you make the loudest possible noise you can produce out of your voice box. And that's what I think we
I
heard.
tried that to break up a fight when they were all in the parking lot. They punched me in the throat so hard now my voice sounds like this.
They throat punched
I
you?
used to sound so sexy, and now I sound like a 13-year-old boy.
You know what?
Your testicles haven't dropped. That's what you sound like.
So for the listeners, we definitely can't comment on bodies like that. So thank you, Larry. Here is, by the way, I'm so bad at my job.
I wasn't talking about him. I was just saying he sounded like his testicles hadn't dropped.
Okay, that's perfect. Thank you, Larry. What was your name again?
Sam French.
San Francisco.
French, like fries.
Oh, San Fran.
Yeah. So I actually do have a cough drop here. Go ahead and just take this cough drop. And I just want to see before we visit the on-site nurse. I just want to see. I just want to see before we visit the on-site nurse if your voice can maybe get corrected.
Don't choke on it.
I'm sorry. I tried to swallow it, but my throat can't handle it anymore.
Oh.
Well, the cough drop can just sit in your mouth,
Oh.
and then it just dissolves.
Yeah, you suck on it. Pardon. Supposed to be serious here. We're talking about our guests. And
So, Sam, how is your voice?
You know, I've tried cough drops at home. I have cough drops at home.
All right. Well, I really want to. I was hoping we could get you back to your regular sexy voice, and I apologize for the damage that's been done this weekend.
yeah, the menthol fix.
You know, the pre-work vitamins are helping a little bit, I think. But
Yeah. I hope they are. Yeah. Well, I guess at this point, we are looking to improve the property and really bring it back to where it was before, as well as hopefully make some new additions. We'll try to roll out a convention center as well. I do want to make it clear for any prospective furry conventions out there that
we're not interested.
well,
We might be interested.
we're definitely we're open to the idea of taking your business. We just need a lot of assurance beforehand that the events that happened this weekend will not happen again
I
because
refuse to be folded.
yeah, we do not want our employees folded or shafted. That is just not within our mission as a Hilton property. So
like old Larry Berger says, the less a man makes declarative statements, the less apt he is to look foolish in retrospect.
yes. And my mission as the sales manager is I'm always happy to have a conversation, love a cup of coffee. Don't break my rooms. Do not break my rooms. My housekeepers are pissed. My laundry people are pissed. My maintenance guys are pissed.
I was
Front
a little
desk.
pissed
General
also.
manager ain't too pissed.
Well, to be fair, Mr. Berger, you were trying to make a sandwich out of that cat boy.
Well, he made me feel like a man that night, for sure.
Did you know the entire floor had noise complaints about the room you were in?
Well, the hotel was a noise complaint. The
Not
restaurant.
like you.
What room were you in anyway?
43.
You were in the flooded room. Of course you were.
They
the
love
we
water.
And cat boys love water canonically. That I did hear somebody say that during the convention. But you went in the flooded room because we couldn't put it in our inventory.
The room became flooded because we were in there.
Oh my god. Well, got it. The note is taken.
The toilet exploded. The fluids got everywhere. The cat hated it, so he flung all across the room. I was trying to catch him, and I grabbed him by the tail. He hissed and yowled. I spun him around like a helicopter, and then he flew across the room, grabbed the sheet that was holding up the shower curtain, and it ripped off the wall, and it in turn knocked off the shower head.
That's true.
More water was pouring everywhere. Then the tub started overflowing. I went back into the other room to grab a sheet to try to throw it over him. He kept dodging out of the way, and then he got on all fours and rolled over and then muled, and it was just the weirdest thing. I got horny.
Yeah,
It
there's
was
videos
embarrassing.
On,
It was so awful I had
there's
to leave.
videos on Twitter if you don't believe it.
There are some videos on Twitter, and we are absolutely working like banshees to stamp those out, which is what banshees do. So we just, there may be videos out there. If you see anything, just know that we are actively trying to repair the facility at this point, and we apologize for any misconstruals about our feelings about this convention.
I just realized something. I don't think I'm going to have a job after this interview.
I don't think I want to have a job after this interview.
I definitely have not been contacted by corporate regarding your employment. Our district manager can probably give you more information, though. So, but one thing we do want to reassure people is we are working to become better than ever, where a lot of renovations are coming, and shortly here you will be able to have the full and improved Hilton experience that you are used to at Motel 69.
Motel 69.
At least it's not 7-0.
We're growing.
We are growing.
God.
So is there anything you want to share with the public before we wrap?
I apologize for my behaviors. If anything comes out that's on the cameras, we don't think furries are that bad after all. We would appreciate your business. Just tone it down a little bit and keep things in private as much as possible.
Thoughts and prayers for Night Audit. I started a GoFundMe if I ever hear from him again.
Yes.
Link in bio.
Oh, also, our corporate office wanted us to extend you all the therapy that you need is covered.
Yeah, we're going to cover that as a benefit for you.
Thanks.
And to, at least from my end, to anybody who is interested in booking us, my phone number is going to be in the description of this video, and you are welcome to contact us at any time regarding your next convention. We hope to host you soon. And to the 6'5" tiger that I made out with for 3 hours straight in room number 3, my direct phone number is in your DMs.
Yep. Our phone number is Motel 69.
That tiger was hot.
Tell me about this tiger.
The cereal one?
This has been PawsCast, bringing you another hilarious roundtable. Good night, everybody.
Oh, Lordy. Good night.
Bye.